Pull this cover off, just slide up, and it should slide out. Pull that out of your way. Disconnect the connector right here, push down on the connector, slide it off, out of the way. There's some bolts right here for the bracket. Those are 10mm bolts. Use a 10mm socket, take those out. Slide those out. There's another 10mm bolt in the back. It's kind of hard to see. And slide that out. There's two 10mm bolts on the back side of the valve right here that are going up. So you have to get on those. There's one. There's another on the other side. Take that off. Now I'm going to use a hose clamp tool. Move this hose clamp. Just squeeze that. You can slide the valve out. Release the tool. There's a nut right here, take that off. You can use a 10mm socket. Take that nut off. You can grab the bracket. Take this other bolt out. And just slide the bracket out. This cover comes right up, just go underneath it. Just pry it up. And just slide this cover off. I'm going to take the bolt out of the coil pack right there. Use a T30 socket. Loosen the bolt up. Take that out. Then grab the coil pack, just slide it up a little bit, then it's a little easier to disconnect the connector. Just push down on the tab. Slide the connector off, grab the coil, and just slide it out. We're going to pull the spark plug out using a 5/8 spark plug socket and an extension. Remove the spark plug. Loosen it up. And it comes right out. Take the new spark plug, install it in the socket. You can double check the gap. If you want to, they normally come pre-gapped, and check your owner's manual for the proper gap. And slide it into position. Do this by hand, get it started. And I'm going to torque this to 11 foot-pounds. That's good. Now take the coil, line it up. You can plug it in, lock it down, and get the bolt started. And just snug it down. You can do the same with the other ones. For the front coils, it's the same as the rear ones. Use a T30 socket. Take this bolt out. Slide up on the coil, and you can disconnect the connector. Just push down on the tab, and just slide it off, and the coil comes right out. For a spark plug, same thing, a 5/8 spark plug socket with an extension. Loosen it up. And it comes right out. To reinstall, do the same procedure. Slide the spark plug back in the hole. Torque it to 11 foot-pounds. Just snug this up a little. Take the coil, slide it back in position, plug it in, put the bolts back in, snug it down, and you can do the same with the other ones. This cover can go back on, slide it in position, and push it down, lock it in place. Now install the bracket. You have to go behind this piece that goes into the exhaust first. Slide that into position. You can get the bolt started. Snug those down. Just snug. Now take this exhaust valve. You want to replace this gasket if it doesn't look good. This one's in pretty good shape, so we're all set. Line this up. Get the hose clamp tool. Squeeze the hose clamp first. And you can take the valve and slide it in position. That's good. Release the tool and take the two bolts, get those started on the back. Once you get those started, tighten those down. Now take the nut that goes on the bracket that holds this pipe, get that started, and tighten it down. Connect the connector, lock it down. Now take the cover, line it up, slide it in place, and push it down.